Hey guys, it's Nolan from Trade and Train. Just thought I'd do a quick video ahead of non-farm payroll, which is tomorrow, Friday 7th of Jan at 1:30 p.m. UK time. Let's just take that away for a second. The dollar index itself, and this is the daily time frame, is very messy. You can see that there's no real trend going on at the moment. It's more kind of range bound than anything else after this impulse here, which ended on the 24th of November 2021. So I mean, what I would say is that this is potentially a consolidation or correction pattern before another impulse up. That's what it looks like anyway. Now, what would be a lovely thing to happen, if you like, is if price actually came down and retested this zone here. This is support here, resistance. Now we broke out of this zone, but we didn't come back and test it. So are we going to see a weak dollar? Could we get some news out tomorrow and the market decides that it doesn't like it and we see a dollar sell-off? So I mean, that's the ideal situation, just looking at this technically. Is it going to happen? Well, we don't know that, but yeah, that's what I would like to see happen. Put it that way. What I'd like to see happen is price comes and tests this zone here, and then we see the bounce, and then we can look to go long from here on the US dollar. But you know, we shall see. Have that in mind. That kind of makes sense with the fact that, you know, we would normally see bullish precious metals. So we trade gold against the US dollar, we trade silver against the US dollar. So we would normally see those bullish at this time of the year. So a weak dollar would help with that push to the upside. Now, as it happens, gold and silver have been pretty weak today. We've seen those precious metals sell off, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be looking for buys. I mean, on an average, you know, 80-90% of the time, we would normally see gold and silver do very well over January. So just because this has on gold had a seller candle today, doesn't mean that we could see the buyers come in tomorrow. We would look for a price to move back into this 1828 zone. It's obviously resistance here, and then if we can break that, then some further upside. But I am personally avidly looking for buyers to come in on this. Come into an interesting zone here at the moment where we saw this double bottom, coming to test it again. I will be looking for buyers to come in and trying to get in on an hourly time frame. Not really a fan of smaller than an hour. Some of the traders are in our group, but you know, I'm quite happy with hourly, 4 hourly, daily, etc. So I will be looking for that change of cycle and buyers to come in on gold for certain. So I just want to mention a couple of charts which are of interest. Euro pound is one. Well, firstly, let me just show you pound USD first of all. Now, obviously, depending on what happens with the dollar tomorrow, this can really affect this chart because dollar is part of the currency pair. But just wanted to show you, we are in a descending channel at the moment. Could be classed as a flag pattern after this impulse, so maybe we will see it break out at some point. But at the moment, it's a descending channel. We are at the top of the channel, so it's possible that we could see a move down here. Now that could be pound weakness. Something could happen in the UK and we just see pound weakness throughout. Now that would help this particular pair, Euro GBP, and I've really got my eyes on this one because we are at the bottom of this channel. So I would like to see buyers come in on this one again and move it back up to test the top of structure here. Now there's nothing to see at the moment. If we have a little look at the smaller time frames, actually we do it on this one. This is the normal chart I use for the smaller time frames. You can see that, I mean, price isn't doing a lot at the moment, but it's kind of bobbing up and down, if you like. But there's certainly no change of trend. There's no sense of buyers taking control of the market. Last time, if we just look at the swing low here, you can see it formed a resistance, resistance. Okay, and then boom, it went buyers. We want to see something like that here. There's certainly some support there. What we might see is there's actually some resistance here as well. So we might see a little pop up. If I just draw it in, something like that, and then like that, which would be an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So that would be the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So I will be looking for a change of cycle on euro pound and looking for long trades. The other euro trade, or euro pair I should say, that I like is euro Aussie. This is broken out of a falling wedge pattern, and we have our previous resistance and swing high here. What I am looking to happen is for price to come back into this zone and reject. Now, whether you want to do that on a 4 hour, look for a 4 hour morning star, hourly chart, hourly morning star, you know, either or. But basically I'm looking for that, I'm looking for rejection, and then I'm looking for that next impulse up. So euro pound, euro Aussie, looking really nice. Gold, I am looking for buys. Nothing there at the moment. CAD yen might be an interesting one as well. Let me just show you the let's have a look at the weekly. Nice weekly uptrend. Just hide those indicators for a second. Nice weekly uptrend, impulse correction, impulse correction. Now I'm looking for this to have a push to the upside. We've had this double bottom here, okay, impulse correction, and if I just draw a fib, came into the 61.8, look, double bottomed, and now we're moving again. What we could see happen is price drop, retest this zone here of support, resistance, and then start to push again. But I'd be looking for this high to at least be retested coming into 93. That's something I'm looking at as well. Got a nice 4 hour engulf. Yeah, it's an engulfing candle actually there. So, you know, there's a nice change from sellers into buyers there. We break that high there, we could be on our way. So CAD yen is a chart of interest as well. So don't forget non-farm payroll tomorrow, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this quick update and charts of interest to myself, and let's see what tomorrow brings. I'll catch you later. Bye.